Hello students, a very warm welcome to you once again. This is probably our second last video. We are trying to understand what are the kind of questions that you are going to get in the examination, and once you understand these previous year questions, PYQs, you will have a more confident approach. You are going to feel more optimistic and positive about taking sociology as your optional subject. So if you are in those final dilemmas, whether to continue with sociology, yes or no, please just try to take a look at what are the kind of questions that you are going to get in the examination. So here, when we are looking how the questions are being framed, so questions are going to come directly from thinkers part. And if you take a look in the paper one of the most important part that we are having is from the unit 4, and that is thinkers. So let's take a look. What is the question that came from the chapter of Karl Marx? Critically explain the salient features of alienation as propounded by Karl Marx. And when you look in the chapter of Karl Marx, there are four important topics. The third topic is talking about alienation, and a direct question is coming. Please explain, critically explain what is the salient feature of alienation. So you have to explain what are the four stages of alienation, how alienation is happening at the process of production, from the product, among the co-workers, etc. And then you also need to give some strong criticism as well, because the word says critically explain. So this is a very good, direct, nice question that has come. So yeah. The next important question that we have also received is describe various characteristics of a social fact. How is the rate of suicide a social fact according to Emile Durkheim? If you take a look in the second thinker that we are having, Emile Durkheim, there are four topics, and the first topic is what is social fact, and the third topic is what is suicide. So both the questions are being asked over here. What are the characteristics of a social fact? Any phenomena which can be called as external, it is constrained and general, and it is independent in nature. It can be called as a social fact. You will have to say that how suicide is qualifying with all the four criteria. So what are the characteristics of social facts? This is one. How suicide is qualified in all the four types, and then you can also type what are the different four types of suicide. So this is also a very direct and an interesting question. Let's take a look at the second question, the second type of questions. There are going to be some questions which are framed from social structures as well. What is a social structure? All the syllabus that comes from unit 6 to 10, they are called as social structures, because we talk about economy and society, polity and society, religion and society, family and society, and all the other institutions such as agents of social change, globalization, etc. What take a look at it. What are the basic irreducible functions of family as proposed by Talcott Parson? Now let me ask, what is the function of a family? What family does? Does family helps you to do socialization? Yes, it does. Does family tells you what you are supposed to do, how you are supposed to behave? Yes, it does. Whatever the family is telling you to do, it is called as value system. Whatever the family is stopping you from doing it, that is social control. When we bring these value systems and social control together, this is called as socialization. Another important function of a family is for the adult or the couple, the married ones, they are having a sexual relationship. Marriage is like a certificate to establish a sexual relationship. Why? Because any relation, such kind of a relation outside the family system, it will be considered as immoral. So family is having a function of creating a sexual gratification. Family is also having the function of entertainment as well. So you need to write what are the basic important. So the word instead of important, it is using the word irreducible. That these are very important functions, and it has been highlighted by Talcott Parson. Such an easy question that has been asked in the examination. Another important question is underline the role of social media in contemporary its challenges. Now here the examiner wants to find out how social media is creating an impact on social movements? You can give examples from India or you can give examples from all over the world, because this question is directly coming from your unit 7, because we're talking about social movements. This question is also coming indirectly from your unit 10, science and technology for social change, social media. So you can say this question is coming directly from unit 7, indirectly from unit 10. This question is directly coming from your kinship and family systems. Let's try to understand what is this question social media and social movements trying to tell. You have to tell the examiner how today many social movements are being produced by social media. For example, women movements are being produced with social media hashtag #MeToo movements. Farmer movements are being produced by the social media such as hashtag No to Farm Bills. Political movements are being produced which is talking about Modi ko hatao, something like these kind of hashtags I have read. On the other hand, if we take a look, in the recent, there has been a hashtag which is talking about Manipur effects as well. Or racist movements are there. Black Lives Matter, hashtag Black Lives Matter. What are you saying? That social movements are produced in women direction by social media, racist direction by social media, political direction by social medias, present farmer movements by social media. So what are the relationship of social media and social movement, and what are some of the problems which are being produced as well? Like for example, if you take a look, we created a social movement for Operation hashtag Operation Sindoor. It is talking about the social movement of nationalism. So is there any problem that is also coming that yes, there are fake news, propagandas which are also being spread. So the examiner wants to find out what is the relationship, and in 20 marker question, the second half is all about what are the challenges by it. It's a very nice, interesting question. Another, the questions will also be coming from your paper 2 sociology, obviously. So either you can say it is coming from optional paper 2 sociology, or it is also coming from your general studies paper 1 as well, Indian society. So let's take a look. What are the questions? What according to you are the factors responsible for continuance of caste system in India? Why caste system is in a continuation? You know that caste is being preserved by multiple different phenomena, such as caste is protected with the ideas such as the reservation which is there in India. Whenever the elections are happening, the caste will become very important at that time. The education that is being provided, the government jobs which are being given, in the field of entertainment, many different parameters are there. They can be considered as responsible factors in keeping the caste system in a more continuous manner. You need to write what are these. You have 4 points. Easily you can write at least 3 paragraphs out of this. Another important question that was asked in this year's examination: highlight the major contributions of reform movements in pre-independent India. What are the contributions of social religious reforms in the 19th century that came? So what are the contributions? They have spoken in aspects of women rights, no to sati system, no to female feticides, no to yes to remarriages, etc. Next, they have also spoken about Dalit upliftments. They have also spoken about anti-Brahmanical dominance as well. So there are many important contributions which has been played by the socio-reformers. So reform movement that took place, women movements were there, Dalit movements were there, anti-Brahmanical movements were there, anti-British movements were also that were being established, Quit India movement, civil disobedience movements, non-cooperation movements. So before independence, what were their major contributions towards Britishers, towards women, towards Dalits? What are we trying to understand? How are the questions asked in sociology? And if you take a look from thinkers, these are the kind of questions that comes. If you understand from social structures, the questions are very interesting if you pay attention to these topics carefully. On the other hand, some questions will come from your current affairs, simple Indian society, such as what is the factors responsible for continuance of caste system, etc. That's it in our today's class. These questions are going to give you a boost and confidence that even if you have not studied sociology, but these questions is going to give you a direction in which you can do the preparation. And once you give one or two readings, you will be able to write more qualitative answers. I wish you all the best.